Very good morning to you all, my dear children. Are you okay? Hope all are fine and doing great. I'm Shahnaz, your English teacher. Welcome everyone to 10th Standard English online class. Have you remembered what was in the last class? Yes, it was the story of Lencho, right? What was the name of that story? You remembered? It is A Letter to God, right? Letter to God written by G.L. Fuentes. We learned that Lencho was a poor farmer and he was a hard-working farmer. He knew everything about his earth, his ground, yes, and one day a hailstorm completely perished his all crops and he was very much upset. He was very much upset about his future, right? So, in this class, we are going to take the second part of this story. Children, you please take your textbook, page number 5. Okay, the second part of this story. Let me read. But in the hearts of all who lived in that solitary house, in the middle of the valley, there was a single hope, help from God. Even though they were facing such a critical condition, they had a strong faith in God. Everyone had a strong faith in the God. Okay? Don't be so upset. Even though this seems like a total loss, remember, no one dies of hunger. And his wife, Lencho's wife, was completely supporting, and she says, don't worry, even though we have such a loss, don't worry about it. No one dies of hunger. That's what they say. No one dies of hunger. All through the night, Lencho thought of only his one hope, the help of God, whose eyes, as he had been instructed, see everything, even what is deep in one's conscience. And Lencho had a strong faith in God, and he knew whenever he asked a help from God, sure he will be helped. Okay? God knew everything. God knew everything, and He knows everything, even the inner feelings of man. Even it is good or bad, God knows everything. Such a God can help him. Only such a God can help him. No one can help in this valley, the entire valley, help Lencho. He knows it very well. Lencho was an ox of a man working like an animal in the fields, but still he knew how to write. You see, Lencho was a hard-working man, and completely he spent all his time in his field, right? But he knew how to write and read, so he utilized that ability. The following Sunday at daybreak, he began to write a letter which he himself would carry to town and place in a mail. It was nothing less than a letter to God. So the coming Sunday, he started to write a letter to God. He decided to write a letter to God on the coming Sunday, and he himself went to town. And he placed the letter inside the mail box. And what was in the letter? Let's see. God, if you don't help me, my family, and I'll go hungry this year, I need 100 pesos in order to sow my field again and to live until the crop comes, because the hailstorm. Thus the letter was continuing like that. What did he write there in the letter? God, you must help me. You should send 100 pesos to sow my field, and I need some money to live until get my crops. So these are the things he wrote there in that letter. He entered in that letters. He wrote to God on the envelope, put the letter inside, and still troubled, went to town. At the post office, he placed a stamp on the letter and dropped it into the mailbox. And on the envelope, what did he write? He wrote to God. In the space of writing address, he wrote there to God. Okay, and he fixed the stamp and he placed the letter in the mailbox. One of the employees who was a postman and who helped at the post office went to his boss laughing heartily and showed him the letter to God. And one of the employees who was a postman, and he took this letter and he carried this letter to the postmaster, and he laughed very heartily. He showed that letter to the postmaster. Why did he laugh? Because until this day he did not see such a address to God. That is the first time he gets such a letter having an address to God. Okay, that's why he laughed. The postmaster, a fat, amiable fellow. The postmaster was a poor, kind-hearted and a friendly person. He also broke out laughing. He also started laughing by hearing the postman's words. But suddenly he stopped laughing. But almost immediately he turned serious and tapping the letter on his desk. He kept that letter on the desk and commented, "What faith! I wish I had a faith of the man who wrote this letter." And the postmaster, he astonished by seeing the faith of Lencho to God. Seeing the faith of Lencho in God. You see, he astonished, he exclaimed, and he said, "Oh, what a faith! I wish I had a faith like this in God." Starting up a correspondence with God, and actually both of them had, God and Lencho had, both of them had a good connection. I wish I had a connection with God like this. So, in order not to shake the writer's faith in God, the postmaster came up with an idea. So, the postmaster, I told you, he was a very good person, a kind person, and he is a postmaster was actually had a good faith in God also, and he loved God very much. In order not to shake the writer's faith in God, he is very much fear of God. He has very much fear of God. So the postmaster did not want to shake his faith in God. So he decided something to do. Let's see what's that. He had an idea now. Answer the letter. What was the idea? The postmaster decided to give an answer to this letter. He decided to reply to this letter. But when he opened it, it was evident that to answer it, he needed something more than goodwill, ink and paper. But when he opened the letter, he realized that he needed something more than that goodwill, ink and paper. What's that? Let's see. He stuck to his resolution. He asked for money from his employees. He himself gave a part of his salary, and several friends of his were obliged to give something for an act of charity. That's very clear that Lencho asked for money. Right, Lencho asked for 100 pesos from God. So the postmaster realized that his wish of helping others and the ink and paper, not only that is needed there. Lencho needed actually 100 pesos. So what did the postmaster do? He asked some money from his employees, and also he gave some part of his salary. He also added some part of his salary to that. Thus he found some money to help Lencho. And the people around him, that means the employees and his friends, they also helped the postmaster to collect the money. They considered it as a charity. It was impossible for him to gather the 100 pesos. But even though he tried a lot to get 100 pesos, as a postmaster, he found very much difficulty to make it as 100 pesos. He was able to send the farmer only a little more than half. The postmaster was able to send the poor farmer only more than half of 100 pesos, that is around 70 pesos. Pesos means their currency, their money, okay. He put the money in an envelope and addressed it to Lencho, and with it a letter containing only a single word as a signature, God. And after collecting the money and all, he kept the money inside the envelope along with a letter, right. And in this letter he writes only a single word. What's that? God. That's only. He did not enter any other thing inside the letter. He just only wrote God as a sign. That's there in that second portion. Children, there are 3 questions related to that. Let me read. Who or what did Lencho have faith in? What did he do? Who or what did Lencho have faith in? It's very clear. Lencho had a strong faith in God. What did he do for that? He wrote a letter to God to ask 100 pesos to sow his field and to live until gets the crop, right? And who read the letter? Postmaster read the letter. What did postmaster do then? The kind-hearted postmaster, he decided to help Lencho. How? He collected some money from his employees, and he also added some part of his salary and decided to send Lencho's address, right? Okay, that's about the second portion. And let me move to the third portion of this story. The following Sunday, Lencho came a bit earlier than usual to ask if there was a letter for him. It was the postman himself who handed the letter to him, while the postmaster, experiencing the contentment of a man who has performed a good deed, looked on from his office. You see, children, the following Sunday, Lencho reached the post office very early, and he asked whether he had a letter from God. And the postman handed over the letter to Lencho. Everyone was very much happy there. The postman handed over the letter to Lencho, and the postmaster was looking at it, and he was experiencing the contentment. What is mean by contentment? Satisfaction. He was enjoying the satisfaction after helping a person, right? Lencho showed not the slightest surprise on seeing the money. But Lencho, when he received the letter, he did not show any much surprise on this letter or the money. Such was his confidence. We cannot blame Lencho, because that was Lencho's confidence. He was sure that God would help him. He was sure about that. So, Lencho did not show much surprise on seeing the money. But he became angry when he counted the money. And when Lencho counted the money, he became angry also. God could not have made a mistake. We know that God never makes mistake, right? And Lencho says, God could not have made such a mistake. What was the mistake? Nor he could have denied Lencho what he had requested. God, at least God can send, at least God could have sent the full amount of money what Lencho requested, or he could have sent money directly to Lencho. He could not have made such a mistake. Okay, let's see. Immediately, Lencho went up to the window to ask for paper and ink. And after reading this, after counting the money, Lencho became very angry and he immediately moved to the window side and he asked for a paper and ink. On the public writing table, he started to write. Lencho became angry and he asked for the paper and ink. He started writing on the public writing table. With much wrinkling of his brow caused by the effort he had to make to express his ideas. And while writing, Lencho's eyebrows were wrinkling. What did it show? Lencho was taking much effort to express his ideas. When he finished, he went to the window to buy a stamp. When he finished, he went to buy a stamp, which he licked and then affixed to the envelope. After buying the stamp, he affixed that stamp on the envelope with a blow of his fist, and he just pressed with his fist, his hand. The moment the letter fell into the mailbox, the postmaster went to open it, and after writing and closing the envelope, Lencho kept the envelope inside the mailbox. When Lencho left the place, postmaster he took the letter from the mailbox immediately. And he opened the letter. What was inside the letter? What did he write in the letter? Let's see. God, of the money that I asked for, only 70 pesos reached me. Send me the rest, since I need it very much. But don't send it to me through the mail, because the post office employees are a bunch of crooks. Lencho. What was there in that letter? Lencho wrote to God, the money which you had sent to me, I received only 70 pesos. Even though you sent 100 pesos, I received only 70 pesos. And you sent the money very urgently. You sent the other 30 pesos very urgently, because I need money very badly. And also, please don't send the money through the mail. He reminded the God, don't send the money through the mail. Why? Because the post office employees are very crook. They are cheats. That's Lencho's opinion about it. Okay? Did you get, children? So here in the last part, Lencho was very angry by counting the money. He got only 70 pesos instead of 100. He believed that he believed in God very much, and he was very much confident about God's help. That's why he got angry. He received only 70 pesos instead of 100. Again he wrote one more letter to God and asked him to send the rest of the money, the other 30 pesos that he need very urgently. And also he reminded God, don't send the money through the mail, because the people inside the post office are crook. Understood? Okay, that's about the third portion of this story. What are the things given? What are the questions given there after this? First question, Was Lenjo surprised to find a letter for him with money in it? Did you see that one? Did Lenjo surprise while seeing the money? Was Lenjo surprised to find a letter for him with money in it? No, Lenjo did not show even a slightest surprise, right? Because he had a strong faith in his God. He was very much sure that he would get the help of God. That is why he did not show much. He did not show much surprise by seeing the letter from God and the money. What made him angry? What made him angry? He received only 70 pesos instead of 100 pesos. He requested for 100 pesos. He got only 70 pesos. That is why he made angry. Clear? That's about this story. Children, we have some more exercises. That exercises we will do in the coming classes. You should read the textbook very well and write all the answers for the questions I asked you to write, and the other exercises we can do through the next classes. Now it is the time for winding up. Let me sign out. Thank you. Have a colorful day.